Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is September the 27th, 2024 here in Moncton. It is a little dreary, a little rainy. It started mid-afternoon yesterday. We've been getting some rain and it's been pretty consistent most of today so far. It's about 15 or 16 degrees Celsius. So fall temperatures for sure. The leaves are changing color and falling to the ground. You may see a few of them behind me there on the ground around from the grapevines and things like that. Well, it is Friday, so I'm going to show you what has arrived in the mail this week. So definitely heavy on direct swaps versus official postcards. I've only got one official Postcrossing postcard, but in all fairness, I haven't been writing very many. Since I went away on my trip, I stopped writing before I went on my trip, and I haven't written one since I got back. Part of that is I was sick after arriving back from my trip, and I have been slow to get back on that. And I've also felt an obligation to those people that have been dutifully writing me, that my direct swaps, I want to respond to some of those. It's also World Postcard Day coming up on October 1st, and I've been trying my hardest to get as many cards out. I know I should wait till October 1st and mail them all out on that day. I just can't do that. I can't write that many or write them and save them up. I want to get them in the mail, get them into people's hands. And I know a lot of people have been receiving Polo 2024 in their mailbox. And so I'm grateful to the Postal Services for getting them there. I wrote some more this week. I'll have to write some more this weekend. And on October 1st, I will pull an address and do an official Postcrossing one too to get my badge, because I don't want to miss out on that. But that's what's happening with Postcrossing is I haven't done it. I haven't had that Sunday where I've been sitting down and writing 6, 8, 10 of them. And so I've got quite a few that I can rate now. I think I only have 3 cards that are traveling now out of the 24 that I'm allowed. So I will have to do a catch up. Monday is a holiday here in Canada. It's Truth and Reconciliation Day, so I don't have work. So I may be using that day to catch up on some direct swaps and maybe even pull a few addresses to send for Postcrossing. We shall see how things go. Well, before I get into showing you the cards, I want to say if you found my channel for the first time, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, put the notification bell out so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I put out, whether they be post-crossing or stamp-related videos, maybe travel videos, local fairs, maybe some of them are just talking videos. I do have live streams every Saturday, usually at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. That's what tomorrow's time for the live stream will be. And it's pretty open on what we talk about. Yeah, a lot of people want to talk about stamps or what's happening in the world and what's happening in my neck of the woods versus what's happening in their area of the planet. Sometimes I have guests that are here in the house that want to be in some of the videos. Sometimes I'm already away at something else. So you never know what you're going to get when you tune into one of my live streams on Saturday. But I guarantee the people are always friendly that join the group. So I'm very happy for that. Now, before I get into, and I think I've said that already, but before I get into what we're going to actually show you today with the mail, I do want to talk about uploading on YouTube. I've been getting a few questions from other creators, maybe future creators, on how I do my consistency on my channel. Some people I know put out a video maybe once a week, or they put out a couple topics, and so they are regimented over every other week, depending on what content they have, but they want to know how I do what I do. Now, I don't do daily. I do pretty close to daily videos, and the only way I can do that is by giving myself a schedule. I know on Fridays I'm going to show you what mail came in during the week. I know Saturdays I have a live stream. I know on Sundays I generally am showing you a decorating or a outgoing postcard video, maybe showing you the addresses I pulled, talking about the profiles that are on there and why I selected the card that I did. So videos like that. During the week, I usually show videos on stamps that maybe have been sent to me as gifts. I want to showcase those people's art. Maybe it's an artist video. I have a series called Calling All Artists. So if I have some art in that has been sent to me, I like to focus on those and show you. The first day of every month, I do a Stamp of the Month video. So October 1st is coming, so there will be a new Stamp of the Month. And with that, I do a giveaway. So I will show you what is in that stamp of the month giveaway, either in that video or a subsequent video close up to that. And then on the 15th of the month, I do the giveaway. I also have a running collaboration with Stn Main with Smokey. We do a stamp versus stamp video every month, usually in there around the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of the month. That's when it comes out too. So there's a stamp video on that. And then during the week, maybe there is something else that's going on in my life that I want to showcase. Visitors that are in town that want to do some goofy things, or maybe I am away on a work trip, or a family trip, or a festival. So all those videos come into play. And the only way to do it for me is to organize it and say, this is the pattern I'm gonna have. This is the time frame I'm gonna do it. Usually I get home from work, I have something to eat, I rest for maybe an hour, and then I have to get to producing a video, editing the video, and then getting it out. And then from that, I get the enjoyment of seeing people like it or comment on it. And that's the fun part for me. So that's the only way it really works for me, is if I can stay organized. Now, some days I want to produce and put out a video every day. And other days I'm just not in that mental space. And I've gotten myself to the point where don't push through it. Don't just put out a video because you feel you have to put out a video. Sometimes you need to take a break. You know, maybe I'm not happy that day. I have something weighing on my mind, or I have an illness, and I would rather be under covers under the bed just watching comfort television. And so I've let myself have that break. So if you can take anything from this, if you're a content creator now and are wondering how to do a channel like I have, now mine isn't a blown up super huge channel that has 1 million followers. I'm just a little fish in the sea, but I am stayed pretty consistent. I've been doing this for going on 4 years. Well, yeah, it'll be 4 years in April. So I've been doing it for a while, and it's part of my day-to-day routine now. So that's how that dad guy works. Now let's get into what came in the mail. Let's start with the official Postcrossing one. This one here came from Russia, and it says, "Hello, Robert. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving," by Albert Einstein. So this is her favorite quote. This comes from Anne. That's a pretty good quote. And maybe part and parcel of what I just said too. Keep moving, keep going forward. Persistence is part and key. All right, let's get into some friend mail. So that's the only Postcrossing one I had. First one comes from Midia, and she has put on the new Postcrossing stamp from Finland. And I think she said it was a series of 4 or 6 hobby stamps that came out, and Postcrossing was one of them. So I'm very happy to get that, and the nice cancellation that's on there as well. Inside we have Helsinki Market, bustling and activity, bustling with the double-decker bus. And then this really cool post boxes of the world. There is Canada Post there in the bottom. So thank you for those, Midia. And Midia wasn't done. There is another envelope that arrived this week, and it has a absolutely beautiful stamp and cancellation on it. I know she's been getting some of the new stamps that have been coming out, and Finland puts out some beautiful stamps. How about this artwork? She said she went to the museum on Sunday, and they have a new exhibit there. And then this kind of reminds me of fall. The maple leaf, it's fallen from the tree, it's changed its color, and that's what it looks like outside now in New Brunswick. The next card comes from Shannon in Alabama. Sorry, I'm just covering up an address. There's the Forever stamp. And inside is her World Postcard Day, which World Postcard Day is October 1st. She sent me her creation, which I was very pleased to do an exchange with. Last week, I believe, I showed you her 2023 card that she sent me. It had the candy suckers on it, so I'm glad to get her 2024 one as well. So thank you, Shannon. The next card, it is September. We're right near the ends of 1,000 Yen card. This comes from Ambre in France. And she said, "What was Venice like?" So on my trip, if you do know or don't know, my wife and I flew to Venice, Italy. and we had a few days there before getting on our cruise ship that went down the Adriatic and stopped a couple times in Croatia and a couple times in Greece, and then it returned to Italy in Ravenna, and we went back to Venice. So we really enjoyed it. We were there as young people, fresh out of university. We had one day where the car that we'd rented or leased, we stopped in Venice. It was a foggy day that time, and we didn't see much coming into town, and then we kind of wandered around. It was a little bit dirty, but a little bit dingy, but had that excitement of their festival season had just finished. It was early February, I believe, when we were there. And so, yeah, the masquerade masks and things were all about. This time, it was clean. It was, I mean, there was a bit of graffiti, but that's about it. The canals seemed to be clean. There wasn't a smell in the city. The walkways and everything were beautiful. We still got lost from time to time, but we didn't mind. We were in Venice. We were having a good time. We enjoyed beautiful gelato when we were there. We ate pasta, and we did all the things that you would expect. We had gondola rides and took the water bus and had a fabulous time. So if you get a chance to go to Venice, you should. I know you're talking about going to London in the new year, so that will be equally as exciting, I'm sure. The next is another, this one's a meetup card, sorry, not another, but another card from Kristen in Texas. She sent me a meetup card that arrived last week, and we have another one that's arrived too. So she went to New Mexico for this one, and you can see all the participants on the back there. And there's Kristen's, and the stamps. I can't remember, did I show you the stamps from France? Fantastic. There. So thank you, Kristen, for that. The next card is a maxi card, and it comes from Jilly B of Jilly B Living Her Life Her Way. And so this is from the TV show Porridge, which I'm unfamiliar with. And I haven't had a chance to go and look it up yet, but British comedy and unicorn gang. So we got a giant unicorn there. And she is gearing up for World Postcard Day as well. So thank you, Jilly, for that card. Make sure you go check out her channel. The next card comes from Ah Young in Singapore. And this is his Happy World Postcard Day. So we have a great dragon card. And on the back, the stamps from Singapore. So very glad to hear from Ah Young again. Wonderful. Thank you. The next card is a Postcrossing meetup once again. This one comes from Innsbruck in Austria. It comes from Anita. So she has sent me a card. And there was a couple people in attendance. And a nice stamp. Good old card there. So thank you, Anita. Next things. I have two things that actually showed up. They're both from Christian in Australia. So there's some great stamps on that. And inside he has included some other stamps. So I'm going to save that for a video next week. And he sent me another envelope. And there are the stamps. And in it there are more stamps. So I'm going to save those. Christian, you're going to get a video next week. We're going to show you all about that. Before I get to what ultimately is usually my final thing, a limerick, we're going to show you this. So this is the newest envelope to arrive from Liverpool Stamps. Philip in Kentucky won the giveaway this week. So I had the giveaway on the 25th this month instead of the 15th because I was sick on the 15th. So I pushed it 10 more days. And Philip in Kentucky was the winner. So congratulations to you. Your package of bird stamps and all the other things that were in that giveaway are already on the way to you now. They went in the mail. Well, this has arrived, and it is extra big because it has the giveaway stuff in it for the month of October, November, and December from Liverpool Stamps. So thank you to them for continuing to support my channel by supporting my Stamp of the Month video and helping me give away philatelic material every month. And you won't get to see what's in that until we get to the months that they're applicable. So you'll have to wait on that. The last thing I have is from Stephen in Australia. He sends me cards with limericks on them that I'm to read every Friday. And so I'm very happy to do that. This started as a continuation. Eric in Ontario used to send me dad jokes, and I was reading those for a while. And then when the dad jokes stopped coming in, Stephen in Australia jumped to it and started sending me limericks. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of silliness in each video. This one here, it says it's Fairy Tale Limericks number 13. And it's the 3 little pigs built 3 houses, intended no doubt to find spouses. But a wolf came along who blew ever so strong, leaving them. Excuse me. That's no offense to your liver. That is because I have still not gotten over this cough. I am going to try this limerick again here in a minute. I'm going to give my voice a second to recuperate. When I got back from my trip to Italy and to the Adriatic, my wife and I both got sick. And she recovered after a few days. And it took me a little longer. I was glad that I had another week's vacation. So I stayed sick for that week. And my son got sick as a result. But now, 3 weeks later, I am still with this cough. And someone else might pause this video and go get a drink of water or take a break. But I'm going to show you reality. This is what's reality, what's happening right now. So I'm still a bit under the weather. And so I haven't put out videos every day, but I'm back to work. I'm back visiting family and things now that I feel that I have everything else. I'm healthy other than this cough that seems to show up from time to time, and sometimes at inopportune moments. Like when you're trying to read a limerick. And we're going to try it one more time here. At least one more time, because I'm hoping this will be successful. All right. The 3 little pigs built 3 houses, intending no doubt to find spouses. But a wolf came along who blew ever so strong, leaving them without even their trousers. So that's fantastic. And Stephen usually puts mushrooms on his cards, but he has also added a polo sticker. So we have a little hedgehog sticker. That's one of the stickers that I use when I send out to other people. So it was kind of nice to see it show back up on a card for me. Well, that's all I've got for today. I hope you stuck around to see everything that came in the mail and didn't give up on me as I talked about a whole bunch of things that were going on around here and being a content creator and all the rest of it. I just felt like today's video, I had to talk about that because I have been getting a couple questions on it. And if people are wondering, maybe other people are wondering too. So that's it for right now. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, I will be going live again. So if you happen to be up and around and not already busy doing something else that's way more important, why don't you join us and say hello. All right, that's it for today. Have a magical week.
What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?